Hi there, friends. I hope you're having a great night tonight. And welcome to my studio. If we're just meeting for the first time, my name is Kelsey Cate. And every Thursday evening for the past 6 or more months, actually now, I've been doing a live stream of just soft piano music to wind down, to relax. And I have officially retitled it Peaceful Piano Live. So welcome to the very first official Peaceful Piano Live night, but it's basically the same thing. And I'm so glad you're here tonight, and give me just a moment as I am going to be sharing this with my social media. And I'd like to invite you to do the same as well. And then we will go ahead and get started here. How is everyone doing tonight? I see Nancy, my grandma, and my grandpa, I'm sure, is with her in the chat. Hope you're doing well tonight, you guys. I love you. And I see Joseph Akins is in the house. Woo woo, fellow pianist. I hope you're doing well. So fun to have you here. And I think I finished. You know, it's funny where you try to make sure all the dots, the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed, and then something inevitably always gets missed till next time, but that's okay. So I also just wanted to mention before I started that I just released my 5th tip video today. And if you go onto my YouTube channel, if you're on Facebook, that's a great way to see my tip videos, as well as replays of different live streams that I've done in the past. And that's a really great way to get to know me a little bit more, and also perhaps brush up on some piano skills, learn something new. And my heart for you is to help you to play the songs that really bring you joy and make you happy. So to that end, if you ever have questions that you would like to ask a pianist and hopefully maybe get an answer to, let me know. And it very well could be that my next tips video will be based off of your question. All right, want to welcome a couple other folks. Hey, Michael, good to see you, friend. Hope you're doing well tonight. And Joseph, my keyboard is called a Clavinova, and there's a fun special story I may share sometime about this piano. But it's awesome. I love it. I love how it looks kind of like a piano. Looks like we have a little friend joining us. Hi, Willow. Are those two? For those of you who are just meeting my cats for the first time, the one on the chair is Willow. She's our 3-year-old female. And then George, ever curious, is about 2. And they often roam around. So it very well could be that you'll see them sitting at different points along with us. Who knows? George may just jump up. We'll see. Kitty, as Michael says, hi. All right, so I'm just going to play some calm, soft music this evening, and I just really look forward to sharing this time with you. Thank you for being with me. Hi, Dad. Also, what do you guys think of this chair behind me and the ottoman? I literally, as of an hour ago, or hour and a half, got home from picking it up in Federal Way. There's a new friend, Mackenzie. Thank you, girl, for selling this chair to me tonight. I love it. makes it feel kind of more cozy in here, and I'm really excited for how this space is developing. Okay, enough chatter. Thank you all very much. I'm not done yet. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. And thank you very much to those of you who have said hey on the chat. I love it. And, you never know when this cute little kitty is jumping up, and he stayed for a while. That was fun. And it is hard to try to play and keep it nice and flowing and be dodging a cat's head, but I think it worked. So I just wanted to say thank you all very much for hanging out tonight, and I hope you are doing well in the midst of our crazy world. It just is always crazy, but the thing that I hold to so dearly is the hope that this world is not all there is, that we have hope available to us that is beyond what we can ask or imagine. And I feel it when I play. I feel it in so many beautiful ways, and I'm just so excited to share a special space with you tonight. Thank you for being here. And yeah, it's so great. Jennifer, thanks for being here. I've missed seeing you too. I hope you're doing well. And my mama says somewhere in time sounds lovely. Well, thank you very much. And you guys, my mom and dad walked down, or my mom, I should say, walked down to Somewhere in Time on her wedding day. So I play that and I think of her. It's a very special one. Oh, I'm glad that you guys like the chair setup. Thank you. And for those who joined late, literally this is 2 hours old in our place, and I started worrying that traffic would be bad and I couldn't get back in time because it was pretty backed up. But I'm excited to now kind of try to start making this area feel more homey because it's feeling pretty cold. We painted in here pencil point gray, and now we're talking about potentially moving. So we'll have to paint this back to what it was and then paint a new place, but I digress. Anyways, so I'm hoping you're enjoying it. I'm liking the feeling here just of making more cozy, more homey. And if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. I would love to know ways to make it feel better. Hi, Dan. Hope you're doing well. Great to see you here. And Miss Lauren. Oh, I feel ya. When our men are gone, it's always kind of boohoo until they get home. But I'm glad you're here tonight. That's really special to share that time together. And I will respond to your text, I promise. I saw it earlier today. And Miss Robin, hi. Great to see you. And Margie, glad you like the headshots. Or hand shots, excuse me. But, this camera, I guess we could kind of nickname it the George Cam, can't we? All right. And Dale, Mr. Bates, I hope you're doing well tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in again. Let me know, you guys, how the balance of the sound is coming. David helped me with some of the latency issues, and I think we're doing better. There's a bit of a delay because there's a lot of, I don't know why I'm trying an accent, but there's a whole lot of data that comes through all of this to get to you. So it's pretty amazing how quickly data can pass through. But thank you for your patience with any latency. And Mr. Wick, great to see you tonight here in the stream. I hope you're having a great new year. All right, friends, enough gabbing, but before I do finish, I released a tip video today that's all about how to ear train, and I would encourage you to take a look at that if you are looking for some inspiration on how to play the piano, because it is super fun to share some of the things that I've learned along the way, and it is a really fun experience to finally be putting those out. And I've been having friends asking questions. I love it when you do that, because then I can make videos that actually speak to your question. It's pretty cool. So take a look at that, share it with friends that you know are learning piano. I'd appreciate it. Another great way to support me is to create playlists on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you stream your music. If you just go to the website that you see at the bottom there, kelseyleecate.com, there's all the info, all the things on how to get connected with me. And there is a place to tip as well. I've been told many times you need to reiterate that, but there is a place, and it's on one of the tabs on my website. And no obligation at all, but you are welcome to. And thank you again for being here tonight. I will check my email once more to see if any prayer requests come through, because as I'm sitting here, I like to quietly pray for people. That's a really special part of the live stream for me. Okay. I'm going to stop gabbing and start playing again. Who's relaxed? I know I am. Oh, it was such a pleasure to be able to be playing for you tonight. And I'll stay on for a couple of minutes if people want to put a comment in the chat. I would love to know if there's a particular favorite song that you had that you enjoyed. There's about a 10-second delay here, so bear with me as your questions or your thoughts, whatever, come through here. But I thought it'd be fun to stay on for a minute and respond to you guys. So I see Miss Holly says beautiful. Thank you, Holly. Thank you very much. Glad you're here tonight. And Grandma, glad you enjoyed that. I played Edelweiss thinking of you. And my mom actually, was sharing a bit of a story a couple years ago at 10 Grands. And this is actually before I met David, which feels really like a whole lifetime ago. I was part of the show, and I chose for my solo that particular year to do Edelweiss. And seriously, in the middle of the performance, I had a thought in my mind to invite the audience to sing with me, and I wasn't sure even. And I remember at the very end of the second verse, when I had planned to say, now everyone sing along, it really felt like I was at the very edge of a diving board. And I just thought, okay, I'm going to jump off the diving board. I'm going to do it. And so I invited everyone to sing along with me. And for those of you who have seen The Sound of Music and have experienced that part in the movie, watching it where they all start singing Edelweiss and Union, it happened that night at 10 Grands, and it was so magical to hear some 2,000 voices, 2,300. I'm not sure how many the capacity is, but a lot of voices singing that same melody along with me, and it was just magical. So whenever I play Edelweiss now, that's partly what I think of, that magical night. It's really sweet when we're all singing together in unity, which doesn't happen too often nowadays. But yeah, that was 2017, and just a couple months later, I met David. Pretty fun. So thanks, Mom, for bringing that up. And Daniel, I see a new friend here on YouTube. Hi, Daniel. Great to see you tonight. Thanks for joining me. And thank you very much for your compliment as well. I appreciate that. And I see Ginny in the chat. Hi, Ginny. And Mary Esther. Hi, dear. And Sherry Alvashir. Thank you, Sherry, very much. And, of course, my handsome Dr. Cate. Thank you for helping with the latency. I appreciate you. You helped me so much with a lot. And hello, Mr. Gettle. We had a fabulous conversation earlier. I always get inspired by you. Thank you for sharing your music. And if you guys have not heard Michael Gettle's music yet, you need to. He's a beautiful pianist, and everyone needs to be very familiar with his work because it's beautiful. And I see C9 Guitar. Hello, friend. I hope you're doing well. Thank you very much. This is fun. Wow. Very cool. And I see my dad, Bill, in the chat. Yep, it was very special indeed. Michael says, hi, Bill. Hi, Sandy. Thank you, Jenny. Does anyone have any questions for me? Anything fun? Or if you're interested in maybe doing a piano tips video, or by doing, I mean watching, what questions do you have? What are you wondering about? If you could talk to a piano teacher, it could be anything at all. Let me know what your questions are, and they might end up in the next tips video, which would be really fun. I'm really enjoying sharing some little knowledge tidbits, experience things that I've learned along the way. And actually 2 times ago, not this tip video, but the last one, I shared one of my real favorite secrets about understanding major scales, and it decodes a lot of things that I misunderstood over time or just didn't quite understand all the way. These are falling off. And then also just kind of sharing some ways that I think about composing and improvising, which is really cool. And I see some more chats coming in. Yes. Yeah, and so my parents are Bill and Sandy Keogh, for those in the chat seeing here. And our friend Michael Gettle he was one of my musical influences growing up. I loved listening to his music, and my parents got his CD on, I think it was their first year back to where they honeymooned in Oregon on the coast, and they've played his music ever since. And I like to say sometimes that Michael helped me learn to play by ear because I just wanted to play what he wrote. And very sweet memories, a lot of memories, trying to get my ear as close as I possibly could get to the speaker as a little one, and just listening. I remember trying to fit my ear in this subwoofer that we had in the house, and I've always loved music ever since I was little. And that's just a fun little story there. There you go. And Sandy says, hello there, Michael. You have been so incredibly foundational to Kelsey's love for playing piano. Yes, thank you for your inspiration. Come on, so good. And Bill says, piano artists, that is, meaning up, one of our favorites for a long time. Sorry, I'm getting used to piecing this together, chat. So fun. And Michael Gettle says, she's awesome. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for including me in your soundtrack. Well, of course. So fun. So very fun. And, my focus for this year that I wanted to share with all of you is self-care. Okay, these are falling off. There we go. All right. So I wanted to focus this year on self-care. And if there are any particular songs that mean something special to you and you would like to hear me play them in the stream, I invite you to also send me an email. And if you just go to my website there's a link where you can actually send me an email. And let me know what music means a lot to you, if there's a song in particular, and it'd be really special to hear the story that you have behind the music. And I was thinking that would be special to incorporate in these, is that I would learn a song, probably occasionally, and then share it for that particular person. So stay tuned for that. And if you want to be first in line, shoot me an email and let me know a song that means a lot to you as a request, something you'd like to hear me play, and then tell me why it's meaningful to you, and I'll share that during the upcoming live stream. That'll be fun. All right, and just going to finish reading comments here. I don't want to close this, and I'm not in any hurry, but I also won't be offended if I see people getting off, because I don't plan to play anymore tonight. But this is just fun to keep the hangout open. And, yep, Mom says, yep, in 1991, we picked up Michael Gettel's San Juan Suite tape and fell in love with his music. Kelsey's been hearing it even before she was born. True that. And Michael says in response, how cool. I am so thrilled and so proud of your daughter for her talent and deep faith. You are truly blessed. Well, my parents, can't tell you how many tireless days they spent driving us to and from lessons and teaching us the importance of sticking with progress and practice. And that's always something that I really encourage parents who have young children who are interested in music, is inspire the kids not only to practice but also do what makes them happy. And I remember there were times where I'd be practicing my classical repertoire, my hand-in exercises, all of those, and there'd be times where my mom would say, Kelsey, that's not practicing. And then other times she would let me, and I would find really neat connections between my repertoire that I was learning and being able to improvise as well and explore and musically taste test with my ears all bunches of different patterns, melodies. That's really how I started to learn to make my own songs, was just sitting at the piano and just enjoying making my own stuff. And some of those melodies that I wrote even as a really youngster ended up on my debut album that I released last year. That's called Poema Stories from the Piano. And if this is your first time meeting me, you can visit my website, kelseyleecate.com, and I have information about the CD. It's also available to stream anywhere that you can stream, basically. I'm on most places. And I also plan to start sharing the stories behind the songs as well. So, for fun, since you all are still here, I'll share one song from my album, and the first to comment one of the titles will be the song that I play. So somebody tell me what they want to hear from the album, and I'll play it. And C9 Guitar says, how do you divide up your practice time? Do you do any ear training? Well, my friend, I'm glad you asked. So depends on what I'm practicing or working on. I really love to listen and play along with tracks, with music, I'll turn the Spotify on or whatever, and I'll play along with it and get into the groove of it and just try to get the main structure of a song. Actually, I should clarify what you mean by ear training, because that can mean so many different things. But ear training, one of the ways that I learned was actually through songs, learning different distances and intervals. And I just happened to release a tip video today just about that. So C9 Guitar friend, check out that latest video and let me know what you think. And if you have any specific questions, I'd be happy to help you. And Mr. Bates says, transitions. You betcha, friend. I will play transitions. Oh, looks like that's fun. I'll do transitions this time, and Dad, I'll do Lighthouse next time. And Jenny, thank you so much. If you go to my website, you can take a look, and I will be happily playing transitions tonight for you as a little teaser. Oh, and Grandma says Karis. I promise that will be in an upcoming live stream. All right. And for those of you who have to jump off, I hope that you have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for being with me. And share this music with other friends and family, because I don't think enough artists actually just connect with people and share their story. There's a lot that goes between wanting to learn to play the piano and actually being able to play, be inspired, and also have a life where, it's very everyday. I would say even now it's more than ever every day. Being home and not performing in public, but just I love to share my stories. I love it when youngsters come on and are watching, or I've had people send pictures of the kids dancing and singing along with me, and it's just so beautiful. So share this with your family and friends. And I'm here every Thursday. I usually play music from 8 to 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, which for Michael, it is late for you, friend. It's past 10 o'clock. All right. Oh, and then my husband, David, says with you. Oh, that's a really good one, too. I love all the suggestions from the album. Okay. All right. I'll do transitions. And as a thank you to my hubby for all of your help, my love, I will play with you, just for you. And that will conclude our broadcast today. that was Transitions, followed by With You. Thank you very much for those suggestions. I love it. And Michael, were you talking about transitions, being good with the quartet? Yeah, that's actually one of my dad's favorite songs because it's more percussive, and I actually composed that on the guitar. That one and With You, as a matter of fact, which is not very common, but those two in particular, I happened to at least start composing on guitar. And no, I don't really play, but I just like to kind of noodle because I like to get out of the color box of what the piano can offer. So I try, and I'm also trying again to do more interesting stuff that gets out of the box. We were just talking about that too, weren't we, Michael? Well, thank you very much, everyone, for joining me tonight. And Michael, you also said that the same mindset about a live drum set and bass easily. Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much. That's awesome. Yeah, it'd be really fun to try and cover, and I just might happen to know a cellist. Yeah. Who has heard Kaylee play? My sister Kaylee I might have here as a guest here very soon. I would love that. All right. Oh, this is so neat. Thank you, Mom. We were talking about San Juan Suite just earlier today. This is one of his melodies. Okay. My goodness. With more technical playing, there's a slight delay that throws me off if I'm actually listening. So excuse the tempo issues there. My goodness. It is a little bit like playing in like a plastic bubble. I don't know how to explain it, but it's not the same as playing an acoustic. But Michael, that was an impressionistic version of one of my very favorite songs of yours. And you guys, that's on his San Juan Suite album, Susha Bay. Check it out. You will love it. And, okay, I will let you guys go. I hope you have a wonderful night. And I'm loving seeing that conversation between my parents and Michael. Love it. So neat. Oh, I hope you all have a great night. And Masood, I miss you, friend. Masood always comes to say hi to me at the Bellevue Square and Lincoln Square and all the squares. We will be back soon, hopefully before the end of this year. I hope so. And Lauren says, that reminds you of a song? Well, that would be because Susha Bay by Michael Gettle, who's here in the chat. Just crazy. This is crazy. That was one of my very favorite songs to play. That's right. I love that you recognize that. So fun. All right, you all be blessed. Have a great night, and I would love to see you again in another live stream too soon. God bless.